You've seen them return year after year. But did you know cardinals recognize your face? They wait for your routine. They even teach their young where you're safe. Stay to the end because you'll see the moment a wild bird chooses you out of trust, not hunger. Number 1, this is about how your presence becomes a familiar face to the birds in your yard. Imagine being able to spot someone across a crowded room just by their face. That's exactly what cardinals do when they see you. A 2018 study by the University of Washington found that northern cardinals can distinguish human faces with 80% accuracy, even from a distance. This isn't just a fluke, it's a learned behavior rooted in trust and recognition. These birds are not just watching you, they're learning your patterns, your habits, and your face. What this means for you is that you are becoming more than a source of food, you're becoming a known figure in your yard. These birds don't just see your face. They associate it with safety and nourishment. When cardinals are regularly fed by the same person, they begin to show increased tolerance and decreased fear responses when that person approaches. This is a profound shift in behavior, driven by the repetition of positive interactions. It's not unlike how we come to trust a friend who shows up every day with kindness and consistency. The bird's brain is forming neural connections that link your face with security, reinforcing that bond over time. You're not just feeding them, you're building a relationship built on familiarity and trust. Think about the moment when a cardinal chooses to land on your shoulder, not because it's hungry, but because it knows you. This is the culmination of months, even years, of consistent care and recognition. These birds are not only remembering your face, but they're remembering the safety and comfort that come with it. And when they see you, they're not just reacting, they're responding with a kind of trust that's rare in the wild. This is more than a connection, it's a bond that continues to deepen. Just imagine what the next season might bring for you and the birds who have come to know you by name. Number 2, they learn your routine. Imagine a cardinal perched outside your window, its head tilted slightly, watching you as you step outside with your birdseed. This isn't just a moment of curiosity, it's a silent pact. A 2016 Cornell Lab of Ornithology study shows that northern cardinals adjust their entire schedule to match your feeding times, even when no food is in sight. They don't just rely on instinct, they count down the minutes until your arrival, like a clock ticking in the trees. What this means for you is that these birds are not just surviving, but thriving because they trust your consistency. And that trust is built over time, in every routine you keep. These birds are not passive observers, they are active participants in your daily rhythm. A consistent feeding time becomes a signal, a promise that food is coming. Some cardinals have been seen waiting at feeders up to 15 minutes before their usual feeding time, as if they've internalized the schedule like a calendar in their tiny brains. You might notice them hanging around the feeder long before you arrive, perched on branches or on the ground nearby, watching you with eyes that seem to say, "We know when it's time." This behavior is a testament to their ability to learn, adapt, and remember. Your routine isn't just a habit for you, it's a beacon for them, guiding them to safety in one of their tiny brains. And then, as the minutes tick by, something shifts. The bird's posture changes, more relaxed, more confident. It's not just waiting for food anymore, it's waiting for you. This is when trust begins to bloom, not in words, but in silence. The cardinal doesn't need to be told where to go or what to do, it knows. It remembers. It understands that this is a place of safety, because you are here. What comes next is a story of daily devotion, of small moments that build into something bigger. But for now, you are the one they wait for. And that, my friend, is a powerful thing. Number 3, this is how they build a bond with you. Imagine a cardinal that doesn't just see you, but recognizes you. A 2020 PNAS study revealed that these birds lower their stress levels when they see the same face again and again. It's not just about food, it's about trust. You become a familiar presence, and that presence calms them. These birds don't just remember your face, they remember how you make them feel. What this means for you is that you're not just a feeder, but a companion in their world. Over time, cardinals begin to associate you with safety. Those who have interacted with you across seasons show behaviors that go beyond mere curiosity. They approach you, sing near you, and even perch close enough to touch. This isn't just about habit, it's about a growing relationship. The more time you spend with them, the more they learn to trust you. These birds don't just come for food, they come for connection. And that connection is built on the foundation of consistency and care. Cardinals that are fed by the same person are more likely to let you get close even during the most vulnerable times, like mating season. This is a profound level of trust. It's not just about familiarity, it's about a deep emotional bond. What's next is even more surprising. They may even begin to teach their young where it's safe to be. The bond you've built isn't just with one bird, it's with a family, and it all starts with the simple act of showing up, day after day. Number 4. This is when the bond you've built with a cardinal doesn't just stay with them. It becomes a legacy. Imagine your yard as a place of safety, passed down from one generation to the next. Northern cardinals have been observed teaching their young exactly where to find food, based on their own experiences with humans. This isn't just instinct, it's a form of knowledge sharing. The University of Michigan has documented how cardinals pass this wisdom on, creating a family of birds that trust your yard. What this means for you is that your care doesn't just help one bird, but a whole lineage. Think of it as a family secret whispered from beak to beak. Young cardinals who grow up watching their parents interact with humans learn to see your feeders as places of safety, even if they've never received a single seed. This learned behavior isn't limited to one season. It lingers through the years and even across multiple generations in the same yard. The trust you've earned becomes a generational gift, carried on by the birds you've come to know. These young birds don't just survive, they thrive because of the lessons learned from their parents. It's a kind of avian heritage rooted in your parents. It's a kind of avian heritage rooted in your presence. It's not just about food anymore, it's about identity and belonging. These birds don't just recognize your yard. They claim it as their own, and they raise their young to do the same. The knowledge they pass on is a testament to the trust you've built, one seed at a time. But what happens when the next generation grows up and starts raising their own young? That's the story we'll uncover next, one that shows just how deeply your bond with these birds can run. Stay with us as we explore the next chapter of this relationship. Number 5. This is a moment you might not even notice at first. Your cardinal waiting for you, even when you're not there. Picture this, you walk away from your feeder, and for a full half hour that same bird remains, perched on the edge, watching. It's not just a habit, it's a choice, a trust that you will return. These birds aren't just reacting to the food, they're anticipating your presence, almost like they're counting the minutes until you're back. This waiting is a language of loyalty, one that only you understand. What this means for you is that your presence has become a constant in their world, a beacon of safety and familiarity. Think about how much time you spend in your yard, how many seasons you've fed these birds. They remember your rhythm, your schedule, even when you're not there. This behavior is especially strong in spring and fall when food is scarcer and the feeder becomes a lifeline. The cardinals aren't just waiting for the food, they're waiting for the person who brings it. It's a bond that goes beyond hunger, rooted in the pattern of your care and consistency. These birds have learned to associate your absence with your return, and that waiting is a quiet act of faith. There's a deep intimacy in that patience, a trust that you will show up again and again. Even when your back is turned, your cardinals are watching, not just for the food, but for you. They've built a relationship with you that goes beyond instinct into something more personal. The fact that they wait, sometimes for half an hour, shows they know you're coming back, that you mean something to them. What lies ahead is the moment they choose to be near you, not out of hunger, but out of trust, a bond that can only be formed through the quiet persistence of your care. The next time you sit by the feeder, you might not just see a bird, you might see a companion waiting for you. Number 6. They choose you, not just your food. Imagine a cardinal landing on your feeder, not because it's hungry, but because it knows you. This isn't just instinct, it's a choice rooted in trust. Studies show that cardinals fed by the same person over 2 years begin to associate your presence with safety. They remember your face, your voice, even your routine. This bond is real, and it's not just about the seeds in your hand. What this means for you is that your yard has become a place of connection, not just a buffet. Even when the food is gone, these birds return. They return not out of habit, but because they trust you. The 2017 study from the Journal of Ornithology found that cardinals fed by the same person over 2 years would fly back to the same yard even after months of absence. This behavior is more than just recognition. It's a form of long-term attachment. These birds are not merely reacting to food, they are choosing to be near you. It's a silent, unspoken bond that forms over time, deepening with every visit, every shared moment. What this means is that you're not just a feeder, but a familiar presence in their world. You might not realize it, but these birds are watching you, learning from you. They notice when you're there, when you're not, and they make their own decisions about whether to come closer. This is not just a relationship between species. It's a bond built on familiarity and trust. It's a bond that can outlast seasons and silence. You've become part of their story, even if they never say it aloud. And when the next spring comes, you might find them waiting, not just for food, but for you. What comes next is a story that only you and your birds will know. You sit quietly on your porch, and there it is. A northern cardinal, bold and unafraid, perched on the railing just inches from your face. It doesn't flinch, doesn't fly away. It looks at you, not with curiosity or fear, but with recognition. This is no random bird. It knows you. It trusts you. You've shared meals, seasons, and silence. And now, in this quiet moment, it chooses to be close, not for food, but for connection. Years of feeding, of patience, of quiet conversations with wings and beak, it all led to this. You've never spoken to this bird, yet it knows your voice, your presence. It waits for you, not out of need, but out of choice. And when it finally lands on your outstretched hand, it isn't just a moment of trust. It's a testament to the bond you've nurtured, one seed at a time, one sunrise at a time. What's the most meaningful bird interaction you've ever had? Share your story in the comments. I'd love to hear how your feathered friends have changed your life. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. I'll see you in the next one.